engagement, or what it was to become towards the end of that engagement with the Royal Bank, I was asked to come along to the UK Open Banking Working Group. And this is pre the Open Banking implementation entity. This is before the implementation entity was founded, where a group of all the architects from all of the different banks were discussing what they thought should happen with the creation of the standards and the creation of the services for open banking. And I was a little surprised to hear that a new standard was being invented called Bank Assurance Markup Language. For those of you in the security space, you'll ask yourself, isn't that SAML, or Security Assurance Markup Language? And the answer is yes. The banks had taken an already several years old standard, renamed it, called it something proprietary, and this was not necessarily the best practice that was going to be followed. So at that point, I recognized, along with a bunch of my architecture team, that there was a golden opportunity to really help the UK, help all of the banks, and make sure the UK was going to make the most of this opportunity. So that was when Radiam was formed. We, with the Royal Bank of Scotland's blessing, formed the company to try and solve these problems, take the lessons learned from the major transformation program that the Royal Bank of Scotland was going through, and take that into the national economy. And that was it. So ever since then, it's been open banking, open standards. Radiam was, or I was, the identity, security and infrastructure trust framework architect for the OBIE. I was the editor of the Open Banking Security Profile, representative at the OpenID Foundation. Yeah, you name it. It was a fun ride to try and deliver a new standard that didn't exist, solve problems with old ones, and come up with a new set of rules that would solve the problems that that open banking, if you solve them for open banking, could really enable digital economies to be born.